Hi, I'm Tom Trust. In my 6th video, I warned that Angela Merkel of Germany was planning to revitalise the constitution, the EU constitution. Remember, the constitution that had to be ratified by all member states, otherwise it couldn't be implemented, and which was kicked out by the French and the Dutch voters. They voted no, so it was dead in the water. We in the UK were promised a referendum by Blair. Now it is said that it's not necessary because it's dead in the water, but listen to this, reported in The Guardian, which is not known for its anti-EU views. Merkel is to push for the constitution in a bid to save Europe's soul. Quote, outlining ambitious policy aims to the European Parliament in Strasbourg, Mrs. Merkel sought to counter widespread scepticism about the chances of breathing life into the project and made clear it would be the centrepiece of her campaign during the 6 months of Germany's EU presidency. This is the 18th of January 2007. This is being reported. She's quoted as saying, failure would be a historic failure. That's what she told the European Parliament. She rejected some MPs' calls for a debate on the Constitution to be open to the public, saying it had taken place already. Well, it might have taken place in France, and it might have taken place in Holland, and it might have taken place in one or two other countries that had a referendum and, voted for the Constitution. But it hasn't taken place in the UK. You haven't been asked, and you're not likely to be either. So she says that debate's already taken place. The new president of the European Parliament, Hans-Gert Pöttering, who is a member of Mrs. Merkel's Christian Democratic Party, promised to support Berlin's aim, as did José Manuel Barroso, heard of him before, head of the European Commission. Oh, my goodness me, that unelected body that makes your laws. We need the settlement to clear the clouds of doubt which hang over parts of Europe, he said. The Telegraph, who is anti-EU in the main, reported more or less the same story, saying she wants the constitutional process to move, quote, towards completion with a new treaty by June 2009. An interesting date, because that would clash with the next due general election in Britain. Let us take this step by step. Obviously the first step is to try to reach a consensus on the way forward, the Prime Minister's official spokesman said. So that's the EU's version of democracy. You say it's got to be voted for, you allow people to vote, they vote it out, they don't like it. That's the democracy, so-called, of the EU. And if you support that, well, you and I will just have to agree to differ.